What Lonzo thinks is a wide-ranging, free-flowing discussion where I offer my unsolicited views on everything from music, movies, politics, sports, religion, pop culture, you name it. If it's happening, I'm talking about it. My thoughts are unsolicited. Nobody cares, but I care. And damn it, that's all that matters. All right, I have a special guest with me, Kelly Pryor from Las Vegas. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. So how are things out there out west?
We are trying everything not to be a red zone right next door to California. So
I feel you. I feel you. And like once again, I appreciate you taking time out to join me this evening. All right, so we're back, and tonight's show is the night number one hit songs, Billboard number one hit songs of the 90s, which we're going into the year 1991. My last show I did in 1990, so it makes sense because 91 comes after 90. And I was a terrible math student, but I listened enough in class to know that 91 follows 90. So if you've been listening to my show, you know the format. Everybody out there knows the format and everything. We'll just do a brief discussion on each song, and we'll agree or disagree whether or not that song deserved to be a number one hit song. So, any questions before we get started?
Nope.
All right. So the best place to start is at the beginning. So, all right. The first number one song of 1991, January 5th, 1991, was Madonna with Justify My Love. It was number one for 2 weeks. Now, of course, Madonna is an icon of the highest order when it comes to pop music. Basically, during this time in the late 80s, early 90s, I mean, she could sneeze on a record and it'll go straight to number one with a bullet. So she basically, I guess, as a white artist, a white female artist, she ruled the music landscape with an iron fist. So that being said, Justify My Love. Now, fun fact, Justify My Love was actually written and produced by Lenny Kravitz.
Really?
Know that? Yes. And this is Lenny before Lenny became Lenny. Of course, he was Lenny, but he wasn't superstar, rock star Lenny just yet. He was still the trying to get his footing and everything. Everybody knows Lenny Kravitz. He's a huge pop star now, a rock star now. He's one of my favorite artists of all time. Prince is my favorite artist of all time, and Lenny is like just a slight cut below Prince, but he's one of my favorite artists of all time. I've listened to all his music and everything. So yeah, he actually wrote and produced Justify My Love. Now, Justify My Love, I'll be honest with you, I wasn't a huge fan of it. It was a different song, if you can remember. Madonna's not really singing, she's more talking. It's kind of like a spoken word type of a situation. Had a great video, a black and white video and everything, sexually erotic and all that kind of stuff because she Madonna,
that was her brand.
Yeah, she was a bit of a freak. She had some freak in her. She was some freaky beat. So did it deserve to be number one? Of course it deserved to be number one because it's Madonna. So there you go. What do you think? Go ahead.
Yeah, I think for the time, she was as far as shock value, as far as the sex that people don't, she was really the epitome of sex sells.
Yes.
I mean, she sold it. She couldn't sing to save her life, but I think we all overlooked it because of the vision.
And she didn't have like no ass, so she had a white girl ass. She like it's like she had a handful, and that was about it.
You know what? I don't think anybody even cared. I think we were all so.
I'm a black guy, so of course I'm gonna.
Of course, the guy's gonna look, and I'm pretty sure she had that to a certain extent. In retrospect, she had some kind of androgynous type of stuff going on with her as well. So, I mean, I think with all of that mixed in with the visual and good beats, I think that's what, that helped her. I mean, if she didn't have that, she wouldn't be who we know her to be right now.
True that. So did it deserve to be number one?
Yep. As a matter of fact, I want to put in there, though, there wouldn't have been a Lady Gaga without Madonna.
That's right. Yeah, Lady Gaga basically took Madonna's blueprint and put steroids in the mix and just
yep.
Went total.
And then before that, I think Madonna took Blondie's image and just propelled it even more.
Yeah, she did.
That's just my opinion.
And if you listen to my previous shows, I'm a huge fan of Blondie. I love me some Debbie Harry. I
love Debbie Harry.
She's an icon to me. But you're right. I never thought about that, but you're absolutely right. All right. So next up, now forgive me. I got my list over here, so I'm going back and forth.
Go for it. I'm cheating too. I got my laptop up because I can't remember all the songs, but if I see it, I'm like, oh yeah.
That's cool. Oh, by the way, my listeners know this. This is my second show with you, so just in case, I was gonna make sure that you know up front. I curse all the time. I have a potty mouth, so.
Good. I can have a potty mouth. Yay! This is an adult show.
Okay, so just I don't want to offend you, but I'm just let you know I say fuck a lot. Okay, so.
Please. Look, after what we had in the office in the highest land of the United States, I don't dare anybody to get after my potty mouth right now.
Exactly.
Do you?
So I'm gutted with it. All right. So that being said, next up we have Janet Jackson. Love Will Never Do Without You. It was #1 for 1 week. Janet Jackson. I have a love-hate relationship with Janet. Mm-hmm. Either I really like her music or I just totally despise it. And Love Will Never Do Without You falls into the despise category. I fucking hate this song. I could not stand to hear. If it came on, I would shut it off immediately. I would stick my head in the oven or something. I mean, I fucking hated this song. It sucked ass and eggs. So what do you think? Go ahead.
Actually, I didn't really, I wasn't like, ugh. If it came on, I listened to it. But I think I was more, probably a little more in her corner because she had just kind of, really, I guess, what was it, like late 80s when she really stepped away from her parents.
Yeah.
So I think I was kind of celebrating her freedomness of her doing Janet. So I think no matter what she did, I don't care if she had on a blonde wig or whatever she was doing that day, I thought it was amazing. And I think because of that time and she was right around my age, she was somebody that I actually looked to. So I kind of liked her. I didn't hear anything that I didn't like from Janet, other than her earlier albums from when she was like, on Different Strokes. But other than that, past the Different Strokes, like 2 people bought her album. Everything else after that, I always bought into Janet. So
yeah, because once she got with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, she kind of took off and everything. Yeah, and she became Michael #2. So
yep,
she was the female Michael. So.
Mm-hmm.
So Janet, she's an icon of the highest order. So I have much love and respect for her.
And I thought you would give her credit for, give her more credit because she was with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, versus the Prince connection and all of that stuff. So I thought you would be able to hear the music and appreciate it. If anything, I thought you'd be the most appreciative. Because of the background.
But the thing is, once Janet hit and became a megastar, she started pandering. You know what I mean? She the artistry kind of left, and she started pandering. So, but I know we should get on top. You got to stay on top. You got to do what everybody likes. So,
yep.
So Janet, if you're out there listening, why would you be listening? But, anyways,
you never know.
Never know.
You never know.
Next up, we have Surface with The First Time. It was #1 for 2 weeks. Surface was a male group. They did a couple ballads here and there.
Yes.
The one song they would always play at weddings. They had one song that you always play at weddings. What was it? You know what I'm talking about. What was that damn song? Shower Me With Your Love. Shower. That one. Shower.
Oh, that's Surface?
Yeah, that's Surface. Yeah. So The First Time was their #1 hit. It was #1 for 2 weeks. They had a lot of R&B hits, and they did cross over to the pop charts and everything. They were kind of sappy. I was in my early 20s back in 1991, so I wasn't trying to listen to this type of bullshit. This is like old folks who my age now who listen to this shit back then. So I was fucking with it back then. You know what I mean? And I ain't like I'm going to weddings and shit. You know what I mean? And they better not play this shit at the club. If they play at the club, I'm sitting down anyway trying to get my drink on. By the way, drinking. I got my red cup.
Yeah, remember that when everybody would go out and when they would play those slow songs, that would be you, and everybody would go to the bar and get a drink.
Exactly. So cheers. And y'all, you want to know what I'm drinking?
I remember that. What are you drinking?
Vodka.
Oh man, I wish. I got things I got to do in the morning. I haven't had a really good drink in a long time. Well, you know what? I did have some, well, that's not really a good drink. It was mellow. For New Year's Eve, I had some Moscato. And that was because that was the first time that I hadn't had to work because of the pandemic in like, oh my God. 17 years that I had never had New Year's Eve or day off ever.
So you had that girly wine.
Yeah, I didn't do nothing because I still had stuff I had to do.
I'm disappointed. Okay, now New Year's Eve. Okay, and you drinking Moscato? Nah. You need to be drinking Night Train, Cisco, Boom Farm, TJ Swan. I mean, real wine. It kind of put hair on your chest.
No, you know what? There were some things that I wanted to do because I had already started, not even say, New Year's resolution, but there were some things that I was doing and I knew that I wanted to start the very next, immediately. And I knew nothing was going to get done if I drank the way I wanted to. And my drink of choice is Grand Marnier, to be real. And I have, I'm serious. I have the 25 year, the 75 year, and the 100. It's the 150 year. I know my years, but I love sipping some Grand Marnier, but I knew I couldn't even go there or I'd still be sitting on the couch right now into the new year.
Well, next time you drink wine, it needs to be Night Train in honor of or Cisco. Okay.
I have to play something from the 90s. I have to play
Surface.
Like the ballad of what's her face, from Prince.
Ballad of Dorothy Parker.
Yes, Dorothy Parker.
By the way, the Ballad of Dorothy Parker, you don't know this, but I'm telling you right now, the Ballad of Dorothy Parker is my favorite song of all time, of any genre, any song. I think it's the greatest song ever written in history of mankind.
Really? I love the musical arrangement, obviously. Yes. We're segueing, you guys, but the music that song is amazing. But my favorite song by him, believe it or not, is Adore. That's my favorite song by him.
Great ballad, but you do realize you're talking to a Prince aficionado, though.
I know.
Don't get me started. Please don't get me started. Okay.
I know.
6 hours later, I'll still be talking about Prince. So I'm going to measure myself. Okay.
You'll be like Bubba Gump, all the kinds of shrimp.
Exactly.
Talking about Prince songs, I'd be like,
shut the hell up. All right, so moving along. Next up is CNC Music Factory with
oh yeah,
Want to Make You Sweat. Everybody dance now. Everybody dance now.
That was the anthem.
That song was the jam, and guess what? It fucking sucked. I hated this motherfucking song.
Really?
I despised this goddamn song.
Back in the day,
every time it came on, I heard that everybody dance now. I left the floor. No, I did not like the song at all. I think it sucked ass. It not deserve to be number one at all.
Oh man, back then I liked it. I'm sick of it now, but back then I liked it.
We need to back up a little bit. Surface, we didn't say whether or not it deserved to be number one. No, we didn't say like.
Oh no.
Okay. Janet didn't deserve to be number one, but to you, she did.
To me, I think yeah.
Yeah.
With Janet, yeah.
Surface, I'm gonna say no, and you say no to Surface as well.
No, I say no to Surface.
No to Surface. Okay, now we're back on track. Okay, now back to CNC Music Factory. Go.
Okay. They were badass for their time. They were
one-hit wonders. They were not artists.
That's all you need.
No. I take my music seriously. I can tell when you're a con artist and you're a gimmick and you out just to get one hit and that's it.
Oh, yeah, it was basically candy music. There was no substance. So you can't, they were very commercial. It was, it crossed the line, it crossed over to everybody. So I mean that's as soon as you heard it, I mean, you knew everybody was getting on the floor, even though you were probably the only one walking to the bar to get something to drink.
That's right.
And the bartender's looking at you like you crazy. He's trying to figure out why you not out there dancing, but whatever. But yeah, so I mean, now in hindsight, oh, I can't stand the song. But in its time, when it came on, it was like, you know, even when the dude started in with his lyrics or whatever, everybody was saying it. You know that.
Yeah.
Everybody in unison was doing it. So
yeah, exactly. And I think the leader of the group, whatever, I think he's dead now. So, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like CC Factory. Wasn't there a connection to them? And I don't hope I'm not jumping the gun between them and Milli Vanilli. Wasn't somebody from that group singing?
No.
Singing
the lady, the female voice, whatever. You know, it was the same lady that I guess sang on the Milli Vanilli songs as well, because she was fat. You know, she was fat and she didn't have that look. So she was a great singer. So used her vocals and had a model do the.
Okay, I thought it was some connection there. I was like, I remember that back then.
Which really takes away once again from the whole thing, because it was a sham. So if you're out there listening, if you're out there listening, fuck off.
Did I just help you prove your point?
Yeah, you did. Thank you. I've been doing this for a while. Don't fall into my trap. I've been doing this for a while. Okay.
No, this is great. I love it. This is fun.
So, it did not deserve to be #1 in my opinion. What you say?
I think it did.
Okay.
I think it did for its time. See, we're looking at it in retrospect, because in retrospect, there's a whole lot of stuff that came out in the 90s now that I'm just like, what the hell was I thinking?
Exactly. But and this is one of them.
So we're looking at it objectively in retrospect, or how we felt at that time in the moment when that song came out?
A little of both. A little of both. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
I want to make sure I'm giving you my perspective from wherever we're at. But yeah, for its time, CC. Oh, please. Are you kidding me? Yes. They were everything then.
I beg to differ, but okay.
Look, we were in San Antonio where, you know, a black radio station was like, I remember in the 80s at one point, the DJ played SOS Band and he said it was some brand new song. And I knew it wasn't new because I come from a family. My dad had albums for days. I mean, you know, Earth, Wind and Fire, Bohannon, you know, Roy Akers, all of that stuff. I grew up on it. And he had the nerve to say that SOS Band was new. I was like, if you don't get out of here. So when you know when a CC, whatever they are, the factory, CC and the music CNC Music Factory, and they came out, it was like, yes, amongst everything else that was coming, it was kind of like a little baby explosion of things that we actually wanted to freaking hear.
Not in my camp. Not in my camp. Okay. All right. Next up, we have Whitney Houston with All the Man That I Need. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, I know you don't like Whitney. I'm going to tell you right now, and because I really, so that you know that I did see the previous, your previous broadcast.
Okay.
I know how you feel about her. I think now, I will tell you from day one, when she first came out, I remember being in the bathroom and singing all of her songs, lip syncing as if I was her.
You're singing to the brush.
T-shirt on and the jeans and everything else. The only thing I didn't have was the voice, but I know she was another crossover, but she's amazing. You cannot deny her voice. We all know now she was probably singing to her friend Robin.
while snorting coke.
Right. But you know, she got caught up, but any of her music is amazing. She can sing anything. I mean, hell, she took Dolly Parton's country song. I mean, let's go. You can't deny her.
Yeah, but she was on that shit. So
that's not what helped her voice, though. She destroyed her voice on that shit.
As you well know, my relationship with Whitney is very complicated. Very complicated. So.
Well, I mean, let's put it this way. Look. I'll say this too, because I had a complicated situation with Whitney. I'm not saying like on a personal level, but kind of sort of. This is right around that time. My roommate when I was in college is from New Jersey, from the same area that Whitney Houston is from. So sometimes on the weekends, you know, if it was a short weekend, I didn't have enough time to fly all the way back to Texas and get all the way back to Pennsylvania, I would go home with my roommate to New Jersey. And so we would go get our hair done. Now you wouldn't know looking at me now, but I don't care because I'm going all natural and that's just how it is. But anyway, But we would go, this is when everybody was all deep in the perming or whatever. So we would go to this beauty shop and she would be there.
Whitney?
She'd be in there. Whitney would be in there. I mean,
was she doing lines in the back or what?
Huh?
Was she snorting lines in the back or what?
No, she would be sitting in the chair, but she would be talking about me. She was one of those people. Now, this is before I understood who Robin was, but I know who she is now because I mean, I knew she was after some time, you know, back then. But she would, any of the women that would walk into the beauty salon, and Whitney would be saying little sly shit about them as they were either walking in or walking out. Not that she even knew them personally, but just like, you know, like, look at her shoes and look at her. She was very ghetto to me.
She was a fraud.
Because I was so crushed to see her like that. It pissed me off because I felt like, damn, when I leave, what the hell is she gonna say about me? And then when she got married,
she thinks she's something.
Yeah, she was very insecure of herself. You know, like I know this now, but she was very insecure, talking about other people, real shitty, you know, with the people that were around her. And then that's why when she got married to Bobby, people were like, oh my God, how could she marry him? I was thinking, shit, how could he marry her? But then I thought about it. I was like, they're actually equally yoked. A lot of people didn't think that, but I knew. I was like, that's the perfect union because he on some Pookie and Ray Ray shit, and so is she. They are meant to be. And people couldn't get it because they kept seeing the polished portion of Whitney, whereas I've seen some things of her that it was like, really? It really crushed my image of her, but I'll leave it at that. But it doesn't take away from her voice though.
Yeah, she was slum, and this song did not deserve to be number one. So because I'm biased.
I need somebody else in the room so we can not be tied.
No tiebreaker.
Anybody else?
Tie goes to the room.
Anybody else? It's like, can you throw somebody else a link?
No. All right. Next up, we have Mariah Carey with "Someday." I do not remember this song at all.
I do. I didn't like it. You
didn't? So I'm gonna take your word for it and say it didn't deserve to be number one. Plus, I'm not a fan of Mariah Carey's anyway. You know. I'm not at all. I just don't. Some folks just rub you the wrong damn way. Yeah.
You get personal though, but what about the music, the quality of the music?
If I don't like you as an artist, as a person, if I can't feel you as a person, then I'm not gonna dig you as an artist.
Wow.
And I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say this. Don't be offended or whatever. But Mariah Carey, to me, she stinks. She looks like she had, to me, she looks like she has body odor.
Oh.
Come on now. There's some folks you just look at and tell that they stink. I
know. I used to dance with somebody like that.
So you feel
yeah.
me.
God bless her. But yeah, I know on sight, you just know. I get that, but I never felt that way about her.
Yeah. She strikes me as the type of person who get up in the morning and just rinse and not brush her teeth. Just rinse with water or something. Like, let's go. It's like, nah, bitch, you need to flush.
You're just roasting people. She has great music. Like I said, she in the very beginning when she was debuting, she had great music. It got real candy. But here's the thing: she came out like racially ambiguous. So everybody was like, oh, look at her. We got somebody that can sing. Until she started like claiming certain things along the way, about her lineage, about who she was. But she was being packaged as, we got another great, this is one of our great white people that are coming out to sing. And she was hitting notes that Minnie Riperton was singing. And then they were giving, Mariah Carey credit for hitting these like impossible notes when we had somebody way back that was already doing it, that they just didn't know about. So I'm just
I'm glad you brought up Minnie Riperton because I love Minnie Riperton. I love.
Oh, love.
I mean, when she died, it was pretty hard, and back then in the mid to late 70s, there were two Black women that every time I saw them, my whole body would just Thelma from Good Times and Minnie Riperton.
Oh, she's beautiful. Have you seen her to this day? She looks exactly the same.
Minnie Riperton's dead.
No, Thelma. I know Minnie Riperton is because what's her name? Rudolph on
Maya.
SNL.
Yeah, Maya.
Yeah, Maya. That's her daughter. She looks just like her.
Yeah, she does. She does.
She looks just, every time I see her, I just see Minnie Riperton. I'm like, oh my gosh. But
Thelma,
Thelma looks exactly the same.
I gotta make a confession.
Good.
Good Times was one of my favorite shows growing up, right? I could not watch a full episode of Good Times. Thelma.
Oh, I can't either.
See, and I said this in a previous show, so you may never seen that particular show or whatever. But Thelma on Good Times, that let me know that I was heterosexual. So I thank her for that. Because I knew I liked girls then, because every time she came on the screen, it was on and popping. I was like, I gotta go in the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Help propel a lot of boys into puberty, right?
Yeah. She took me from a boy to a man quick.
Shout out to her, because she's just drop dead gorgeous. Yes, I mean,
oh my God,
they had her in the most, poorest
the bell bottoms. It was a wrap. So
yeah, she was just gorgeous, just natural beauty for days. And even to this day, you pull up a picture of her, what she looks like now, she looks exactly the same. She's
Black don't crack.
Gorgeous.
Black don't crack.
She is gorgeous for no reason. It's sick.
Black don't crack.
Shout out to her.
So we both agree that Mariah Carey someday did not deserve the number one.
No.
All right, next up is Timmy T with One More Try. Who? Timmy T. Who the fuck is Timmy T?
Who's Timmy T? I need to hear it. I think you know what? I think if I heard the song, I probably know what these are. Some of these are.
Timmy T. Oh, I got my phone.
I'd be like, oh my God, that's who that is. Yeah.
Got my phone right here. So let's see if I can pull them up on Spotify real fast. So Timmy T.
Because I'm using my phone. I just couldn't. I wanted to be able to. Timmy
T. Okay. Oh, can you hear that?
Yep. That sounds like everything I've heard in the 90s. It could be an introduction ranking.
What the fuck?
No.
That went to number one? Hell no. He's white, so that.
And what? Look, is that on the billboards, or was that like in rock, or was it pop? Was it what?
That was Billboard Pop number one, the Hot 100 number one. Yes.
Oh, they didn't ask me for my vote.
Me either. So Timmy T, if you're out there listening, go fuck yourself. Timmy. I've never heard this guy do to my life. I bet tomorrow when you're out in the streets or whatever, stop somebody and be like, hey, Timmy T. They'd be like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I've never seen him. I don't even know who. Okay.
Can you see? That's Timmy T.
Yeah, I see him. No, I'm sorry.
No. Timmy T.
And even if it was banging, I'd have been like, yeah, okay. Or I would have remembered that. But
I don't remember that at all.
Because there was a lot of rock and roll type songs played, especially on San Antonio radio stations. Yeah,
he need to go somewhere with that. All right, next up we got Gloria Estefan with Coming Out of the Dark. Of course, Gloria Estefan was from the Miami Sound Machine. Mm-hmm. She broke off and became a big selling solo artist and everything. She was really cute back in the day, but I've never heard the song before, Coming Out of the Dark. So I'm gonna say it did not deserve to be number one. Go.
I'm gonna honestly say I don't recognize the title. I did like Gloria Estefan. I liked her in the Sound Machine. I thought that they were amazing because of the instruments that were used, but I'm not familiar with that song.
Okay, so Gloria Estefan, right there listening, fuck off.
Oh.
All right. Next up is London Beat. London Beat with I've Been Thinking About You. Who? Who the fuck is London?
I'm like, I'm glad it's not a game show. I would have lost my ass.
Me too. That's the Final Jeopardy answer there. Who is London Beat? Okay, let me pull this up and see. London Beat.
Please.
Who in the hell is London Beat? London is all one word. London Beat. Okay, it's a group, and I've Been Thinking About You is the song. I've never heard this before.
Wait.
Have you?
Yes, I am. Yep. Yeah, that's a good song.
No.
I've been thinking about you. Dun, dun. Yeah, they still roll that in mix and mashups and stuff. They kind of put that in there. It's a cute song.
No.
It's got a good beat. It's not bad. I don't think it deserved to be number one.
No.
But
no.
It's kind of like Alonzo. It's one of those songs when you've been like I said, if there's like a bunch of like rock and roll songs, and then that song comes on, that'll be like the closest you'll be able to like really like dig something. It's one of those. Does that make sense?
Well, if you're hanging out with,
unless you like rock, I like old rock. I don't like new rock. I like the 70s, 80s rock. But
if you're hanging out drinking beer, you're hanging out with Heather and Becky and Hannah and Chad and Hunter, yeah. But nah.
It's that song where Chad and all of them would look at you and be like, yeah, like that's
this is my jam. This is banging. This is bitching.
Yeah,
fuck out of here.
I like that. I did like that song though, and I still do. When I hear it now, I'll sing it. Yeah, I didn't know what the name of the group was, but I like that song. It's called
London Beat. So London Beat out there listening, fuck off.
Oh no, you had a vote from me.
Okay.
You had a vote.
All right, next up we have Wilson Phillips with You're in Love. Of course, Wilson Phillips, they had a string of hits. This is the group where you had the girls. One girl was like she was related to John Phillips from the Mamas and the Papas. He was the guy who used to fuck his daughter. He had an incestuous relationship with his daughter, a consensual incestuous relationship. How you gonna have a consensual incestuous relationship with your daughter? How can you and your daughter be lovers?
Yeah, and your daughter can't consent. Was this what's her name from One Day at a Time?
Yeah, she said that she and her dad had a consensual sexual relationship. They would like make love. Like,
yeah, I know he was molesting her.
She said she was a willing participant. They used to get it in.
No wonder she was all messed up.
Yeah,
poor thing.
Yeah, and like Wilson Phillips and the Wilson part was from the Beach Boys, the Brian Wilson daughter or cousin or something like that. Anyway, that was their little niche and whatever. And the fat girl, I think she was just along for the ride. So but I've never heard this song before. So Wilson Phillips,
you read them for filth. Just because of their associations.
Good. And have you heard the song before?
I have not heard the song before.
Good. Consider yourself lucky, because I've never heard it either. So I'm sure it probably sucks. So it did not deserve being number one. Do you agree? Song sound like ass. You know what ass sound like? Do you know what ass sounds like? Yes or no?
I guess it sounds like them.
Exactly. There you go. Good.
Man, this is man.
Hey, I told you I keep it real. I told you I keep it real, especially when I got vodka in my cup. Okay. Next up is Amy Grant with Baby Baby. Of course, Amy Grant, she was like a gospel Christian type singer or whatever. So I guess she got tired of being broke and started singing secular music. And
country.
Country secular music. And
I actually like that song. It was cute.
Really?
Yeah. It was cute. Yeah, I can hear it now in my head. It was catchy.
I did not like it at all.
Really?
No, you can't be a gospel Christian artist, okay, and then try to flip and try to kick it and be in the mainstream. Nah, that lets me know that you fugazi as shit. You know what I mean? I don't like a fraud. I don't like fraudulent people.
Maybe she's not a fraud. Maybe she found out that the religious ties that she had was the fraud, and screw this, and I'm gonna go out here and do what I wanted to do in the first place. It seems like she's saying much more freer.
No, she got tired of being broke. That's what it was. No, she got tired of being broke. Christian record sales are not going to sustain you in this industry. Oh, I'm sorry. I want some platinum, bitch. Fuck this. I'm out. Let me start. Give me some Lenny Kravitz music.
And it was clean, secular music. I mean,
no, she in the video trying to shake her ass and everything. Got a little tight jeans on.
Yeah, she wasn't doing that. No, it wasn't worth it.
The flower dress back on. Jehovah's Witness. Yeah, you accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior.
That's wow.
all this backsliding and shit.
Wow.
Any backslide on nobody's record. Get the fuck out of here. So Amy Grady, if you're out there listening, you a heathen.
Wow.
Fish-eyed fool.
Well, what about Whitney? Whitney started in a lot of us started in the church, and then we just,
I told you Whitney was a fraud. I knew Whitney was a fraud back in the day. So I told you that. The moment I saw Whitney, I knew she was a fraud. She stank too. If I'm telling you, as a man, if I think you stink as a woman, then there ain't no coming back from that. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Damn.
You can smell like roses and flowers and potpourri, but if I think that you stink, it's a wrap. I can't mess with you. Or how the young kids say nowadays, I can't fuck with you. I can't. I'm fucking with you.
Oh my God.
All right, next up is Roxette with Joyride. Of course, Roxette, they had a string of hits. This was the group from Sweden. It was a guy and a girl.
Oh, yeah.
I never liked them. I know they had the sign. Those folks. I've never heard Joyride before, but I'm sure it sucks just like the rest of their song. So Roxette, fuck off. What do you think?
No, I was agreeing with you. I was like, nah. I know who they are. Nah. I wasn't crazy about them.
You agree that Roxette needs to fuck off?
Yep.
You're brutal. That's not nice.
Yeah, I know that. I just like, nah, I'm good. Nah, look, I'll pass.
You know what? I'm noticing something here. So we've been through quite a few songs here.
Yeah, how many have we gone through?
See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we've been through 12 songs, and the majority of them are females.
Wow.
Yeah, and a lot of white women. So wow. So in 1991, the music scene was being dominated by white women. Imagine that. Yeah. Black songs matter. What the fuck?
You are crazy. Well, what about? Well, yeah, it was.
Yeah. See, white supremacy was taking root in 1991. Okay.
Well, no, they took root in the 80s. Remember the British explosion. Everybody that was singing.
That's right. They threw us to the soul charts and they fuck y'all.
Yeah. They fooled us with some white folks that, from England that sounded like they had some soul.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, put a dress on her, she good.
Culture club.
You ain't even got to be a female. You put a dress on your ass, we straight. Ain't that right, boy?
Oh.
Do you really want to hurt?
I love them, though, too. I was like, I couldn't get my head around why he was sounding like that too. Because for the longest time, I kept saying, "Is it a girl? Is it a?" Because the makeup was
ugly girl. He was an ugly girl and an uglier guy. So
yeah, because I was like, I can't get it, but the makeup is like,
no. That's another person that looked like they stink. So
really,
I bet he was musty as hell. You can tell he was musty as hell. Yeah.
Nah. Yeah. That makeup was too perfect, and I know he was doing it himself.
You can have nice.
You don't take that kind of time.
You can have nice makeup to be musty. So I'm just saying.
No.
I'm just
saying.
You
gotta understand the preparation and the priming and all that other fun stuff. It's a process. You can't just stink through that.
Okay, Kelly. I'm 52 years old. Okay, I've lived. Okay. You're
a year older than me. Talking about I lived.
I've lived a full life. I've seen it all. I've seen it all and smelt it all. So I can tell. I can just tell.
Man.
I can go on Match.com, just look at the picture, like, nah, that's all right. I ain't clicking on this
one. Oh, damn.
All right, I'm gonna tell myself. All right. Next up, my wife's in bed asleep, so I'm good.
She's probably like, what the hell?
I'm in the basement anyway, so I'm good.
She's gonna be like, what the hell?
See, and she don't ever watch my shows either, so I'm good. If she ever did, she'd be like,
if she watches one, she's gonna be like, bro, we gotta talk.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I gotta see my lawyer first, then we gotta talk. I'll change. Baby, I promise I'll change. I'll do better.
I got 100 episodes. What we doing here?
Exactly. Yeah, I got a million views, damn it. Shit.
Yeah, you get a million views, she ain't gonna say nothing. She'll be like, carry on, going to sleep.
You gonna pay this light bill, motherfucker.
Going back to bed, do you?
Oh, by the way, okay, one of my pet peeves, a brief sidebar here. I'm on podcast for a moment here. Okay, one of my pet peeves is I hate it, I despise it that people call their electric bill the light bill.
Oh, really?
It's not the light bill. There's more in your house than lights. It's the electric bill, okay? You don't hear folks say it's the blender bill or it's the washing machine bill, but
that's true. I don't know why people do that. That's interesting.
No, white folks say electricity. I have to pay my electricity this morning. No, black folks need pay a light bill, nigga.
Yep. I know.
Turn the lights off, running my light bill up. You know.
No, it's electricity though. Yeah, I know.
It's the electric bill. So public service announcement. If you're out there listening, okay, it's electric bill or electricity bill. It's not light bill. You know what I mean? That's a give up. There's more in your house than lights. Everything in your house runs on electricity. You hear folks call it the TV bill.
But that's just in the black. You're gonna have to make an announcement like in every black neighborhood USA, because grandma, there's a grandma right now talking about turn them lights off.
Turn them lights off. Yeah, you're not gonna run up my light bill. That's right. Mm-hmm. I'll get my ass beat in the black community for saying that. But if you're out there listening, you're in the black community, it is electric bill, not light bill. Stop being stupid. Okay. Martin Luther King didn't take one for you to call it a fucking light bill. Okay. Okay. Malcolm X didn't get shot in his chest at the Audubon, so you can call it a goddamn light bill. All right.
And rest in peace to both of those brothers.
Exactly.
Power to them. Exactly. Power to both of them. But yeah, you took it all the way back to civil rights with the bill.
Angela Davis didn't do time, so you can call it a goddamn light bill. What would Stokely Carmichael say? Shit. Damn it. All right. Okay, so I digress now. Back to the matter. All right, next up we have okay. Oh, it's a black group. High Five. I like the way.
Oh, love them. And he passed away, the lead singer.
Oh, did he? What happened?
A long time ago. He had a huffing problem.
Oh, and wow.
He was in Texas when that happened. I think he was in Austin. And he was caught, he kept
They were from Waco. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, they were? Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But yeah, they found he was doing that huffing or whatever on the air conditioner vents, like huffing that whatever.
So he was being stupid. Yeah, he was being stupid.
Well, he was a drug addict, so that was his drug of choice. But he was an amazing singer. I love High Five. I was in love with High Five. They weren't cute, but their music was amazing.
Didn't they also do Candy Rain?
Yeah.
Was that them?
No, they didn't do
Soul For Real. That was Soul For Real.
I was going to say that wasn't them. They did. I Like the Way She's Playing Hard to Get.
Yeah.
I Can't Wait Another Minute. Is that them?
I think that was Soul For Real.
Is that Soul For Real? Okay,
yeah, they were like interchangeable. Those two.
Yeah, but She's Playing Hard to Get. That was the jam.
Yeah, it was. So
that was the jam.
See, we're in agreement now on that.
Yeah, when that song would come on, she likes me. Everybody knew. You were like, oh. You would be like, oh, it's coming. Wait, let it breathe. Let it breathe. Here comes the beat.
But I didn't know he was on that shit. I didn't know he was on that shit, and I didn't know he died. So
yeah, that breaks my heart every time I see it. If I see like an old video or whatever, because that song is still in rotation in my playlist, and every time I hear it, I just think about it. Or if I see the video, I remember him wearing the hoodie, and he was like, singing or whatever, and I'm just like, dang, he's not even alive. Yep. That broke my heart.
Yeah, hey, you play with matches, you get burnt. So
I know.
All right, next up, Mariah Carey again. I Don't Want to Cry. Same as the other song. No, it did not deserve number one. So Mariah, if you're out there listening, why would you be listening? But if you're out there listening, fuck off. What do you say?
I think Mariah had very good songs, but I think her popularity came because she sounded like a black person that looked white, that played white until, you know, it was convenient to say, oh yeah, well, I have a this father and a this kind of mom. And, you know, that came out much later. So for me, because of that,
but Mariah, see,
she can sing though, not now. Her voice might be kind of destroyed, but then she was banging. Her and Whitney both had torn up voices as they got older. But she, yeah, I give it to her. I mean, for the music alone. Now, personality wise, and the fact that you say you can look at her and tell that she stinks, then okay, no. But for the music alone, yeah.
Well, the fact plus Mariah, you know, she was slinging ass all over the, you know, the place back in the 90s as well. I think every dude in the music industry hit it at least once, at least claim they hit it. So
yeah. But you know what? And to me too, even when I would see her, she didn't like she nor Whitney. I don't know. I guess maybe it was because of their because of their popularity and you know, fame and everything else. Because I didn't think they were that beautiful. Like even their bodies were weird. Like they just look strange to me. Like they have on outfits, and I'm like.
But when you're famous and you're rich, you know what I mean, you look a whole lot better.
I mean, yeah.
Look at Lizzo, you know, so.
You know what? But Lizzo, I will say this, a sidebar on that. I think Lizzo is drop dead gorgeous. And I know people don't think so. Her face, you seen heavy set women that are just gorgeous in the face.
Pretty. I admit she's very pretty.
And if they lose the weight, you know they're gonna be like, and you know, and she's one of those, and I like that about her.
I agree. Lizzo is very
Lizzo's beautiful. Freaking beautiful. You just look at her. Yeah, okay, she's heavy set, but
no, she's swole. Heavy set.
Oh, that's
swole? Stop being nice. Stop being nice.
No, she's heavy set.
Big bone.
That's why I'm heavy set.
You know, you're trying to be politically correct. This is what.
No. She's not fat. She's heavy set.
No,
there's difference.
No, she's obese.
You think she's fat?
She's swole.
She's swole.
She's swole. She has a glandular problem.
Oh Lord! And I don't know where that chick is coming from. I just like her music. I like some of her songs, but just on face value, I mean, she's just. I think she's just such a pretty woman. She's pretty. She's very pretty to me.
Here's a Lizzo. She's on that new diet, Slim Slow.
Yeah, she is though. She is on a diet. Did you know she is?
You hear what I said?
What'd you say?
I said she's on that new diet, Slim Slow.
You wild. Why are you clowning? Man, from you to Diddy, y'all just gonna harass poor Lizzo.
Lizzo, if you're out there listening, Lizzo, I got one word for you: cholesterol.
Oh, Lizzo, you out there, look. I'm saying friend in my head.
Glucose.
I actually like it.
All right, I'm sorry. Heart disease is real, so all right.
No. We're cool. It's just shits and giggles, Lizzo.
All right, next up we have Extreme with More Than Words. Now, Extreme was this duo rock adult contemporary band. Dudes had long hair and played acoustic guitars and everything, and the song fucking sucked. So no, it did not deserve me number one.
No, if it ain't Daryl Hall and John Oates, no.
You need to go back and listen. You need to go back and listen to my shows from the 80s.
I know. That's like the 80s. I would have tore that up, but no.
I went in on Daryl Hall and John Oates. I love those guys. Love them.
Gosh.
They are the greatest duo of all time. So
they are.
Yes.
They are.
Next up, we got Paula Abdul. Rush. It was number one for 5.
No. She should not. I don't know why she ever became a singer. I guess maybe that's what she told Arsenio Hall what she wanted to do. She was a great dancer. She was Janet Jackson's choreographer.
Yes.
So I'm like, how did that translate to you being able to sing, sweetheart? Go sit down. But you know,
she was in the video. You remember What Have You Done For Me Lately?
Yep.
She was the one who said, yeah. She was the one who said, I know it does a lot of nice shit for you, but what has he done for you lately? That's Paula.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was her introduction into, you know, saying shit on record. But I mean, she had the looks of a pop star. I mean,
oh yeah, she did, but I didn't think it was fair.
Yeah, she couldn't sing worth a damn. But you know, it's all about image. You know what I mean?
I know. I just didn't like it. I think back then I know that I felt like if you didn't, I couldn't understand, and I thought it was going to be like one hit wonders for certain people because they just couldn't sing. And I'm like, you can't sing. Why are you singing? I mean, you don't sound like Whitney. You don't sound like, certain people that are out there now. So
image is everything.
Everything. I had to finally just embrace that that's just how it is, because she baffled me. Just even when she's on American Idol, I'm like, why is she a judge?
Because she's fine. That's why.
Who? Paula Abdul?
Yeah, she fine. That's why. Paula Abdul.
Where at?
All over.
Paula Abdul?
She look better than Lizzo. Paula Abdul was the bomb. Is the bomb. Okay, don't get it twisted.
As far as her dancing, because I am a dancer, so I know, and her choreography skills, yes, bar none. But the singing,
gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
She sounded like it was like a cry for help.
I don't care how it sounds. I'm
like, oh my God, do you need some help? What is going on?
Well, there's some artists, you don't care how they sound, it's just the look.
She sounded like she always needed a support group.
Yeah,
all the time. I just can't. I'm serious. I never liked her singing. It was just annoying. I mean, if she did a video, that was fine. And then even that was getting crazy because then it was getting awkward because Arsenio Hall was in it. And I was just like, ugh, it was just too much. It was too much of so much not making sense, because just knowing that the two of them were together was weird. The fact that she's really a dancer, but she's singing was weird. Her voice was weird. And it's like she was probably already doing opioids before opioids were opioids, which makes so much more sense.
Come on now. Leave Paula alone. She ain't did nothing to you.
Well, Lizzo didn't do anything to you. Touche. Even though, let's put it this way, Lizzo's done some things that I don't agree with. A lot of things I don't agree with. But Paula Abdul, I kind of grew up with,
there's a lot of things that Lizzo's done that I don't agree with. Little Debbie's, Twinkies, Ho-Ho.
Oh.
Cheesecake.
Oh my gosh. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I'm not hating. I'm just saying. I'm trying to look out for her. So
she's looking out. She on a diet now.
Okay. Right.
Twitter tore her up for admitting that she was going on one. See, because they don't like it when we start doing that. They're okay when, white women like to see fat Black women next to them because it makes them look better. But when that Black woman starts slimming down, they're like, wait a minute.
Like Jennifer.
Ask Oprah. When she lost that weight, she lost her audience.
But she fluctuates. She fluctuates though. So between her and Luther, boy, they were
white women were like, okay, now we're listening. They don't like that.
This is what I lost. All right. So you think you think Rush did not deserve your number one? I think it did.
No.
Okay. So we're back on the opposite side again.
The dancing.
All right. Next up is EMF with Unbelievable. I hated this song. Did not deserve your number one. I despise this goddamn song. So no.
You're Unbelievable. That song? Yeah,
that's the one.
I actually like that song.
It was unbelievable that it went to number one. If anything, that song fucking sucked. It sucked ass.
That was good. That was a good rock kind of song.
No, it did not deserve. It might have been a good song, but it did not deserve to be number one.
When was it number one? In 91?
91, July of 1991 for 1 week. It was number one. It did not be there. No, it did not.
Unbelievable. Dun, 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 dun. Trying to think, what was that when I first heard that? I could give it that for the week. Not forever, but I could give it that for the week.
No.
I could give it that for the week. That beat was, that little breakdown after the lyric.
No.
I mean, after the chorus or whatever.
You're not convincing me. I am unconvinced. So.
That song, can you pull it up on your Spotify?
Nah, let's see here.
We'll let the audience, so when they hear it later, they're going to be like, she was right. They'll be in your comment section going, Alonzo, come on now. You know EMF.
My audience is too dumb. Okay.
Listen to that. Oh my God, you didn't even let it play. You let it get like a drum lick. Oh my gosh.
No. That's
oh my gosh, I could totally hear Lenny Kravitz doing a remake of that.
Okay, what are you drinking?
Lenny Kravitz would have tore that up as a remake. As a matter of fact, I think
you drinking? Whatever you're drinking, stop drinking it because you're drunk. Must be drunk.
All right, I'm going for EMF. I gotta be honest. I liked that song when it came out, and I think I wouldn't say it was supposed to be like of all time, but if it was there for a week, I understand. And I think it is deserving to be there for the week.
Agree to disagree. All right, next up we have Bryan Adams with "Everything I Do It For You." It was #1 for 7 weeks. This was a huge hit. This is from the Robin Hood movie where Kevin Costner played Robin Hood with an American accent.
Yep.
Yeah. This song fucking sucked. I couldn't stand this goddamn song. I didn't watch the movie because I hate the fucking song. I've never seen the movie.
Oh, really?
I've never seen it.
Yeah, but Bryan Adams was just big. He was just big.
Yeah.
Everything he had.
And he had a terrible singing voice.
Yep.
Everything I do. Yeah.
Yep. He was straining all the time. He was like the, little younger version of Joe Cocker.
Yeah, exactly. Without the nervous tick. So Bryan Adams, if you're out there listening, fuck off. Do you think it deserved to be #1?
No, I mean, I get it because it did overkill. I felt like it played so much. Did
all
you?
The goddamn
it was like every other song was that song. I'm just like, do I have to hear it again? You just played it like a song and a half ago. What the hell?
Yeah, because I'm watching MTV trying to catch that video that you were in, but instead they playing this shit.
I'm serious. They played it all the time on the radio. I just felt like it was on all the time. Ugh.
All right, so Bryan Adams, fuck off. All right, Next up is Paula Abdul again. Your girl Paula Abdul. Promise of a New Day. It was #1 for a week. And
what was the song?
Promise of a New Day.
How did it go?
Promise of a new day.
No. I know what it is. No.
Yeah, it's so ass. Yeah. She fine, but that song sucks, so I didn't like it.
Everybody said. We're gonna play. All right.
I'm gonna pass. We're gonna digress for a second.
Okay.
Brief aside. Okay. You ever watch Family Feud with Richard Dawson?
Yes.
Notice how he would kiss everybody all the time? Those women really want to kiss him.
I think they did. Because you know what? I know the people who didn't, because there'd be like a few every now and then on an episode of it. They'd be like, I have a cold. Remember?
Yeah.
And that's how they were like, I'm not kissing your ass. But all these other ones were like, I mean, I was like, ew. Think about lip to lip to lip like that.
Pass them germs and shit. Yeah. But you're always trying to kiss folks and shit. Look like lads.
Because he do it for one family and then he'd go to the other side and do it the other. I was like, what?
And if it was a black family and a white family, this back in the 70s, I bet it was like, motherfucker, you better come on here with your nasty nigger kissing lips. No.
It'd be a few women that I was like, ooh, because that was like drama for me when they'd be like, I have a cold. I was like, she don't want to kiss him.
Now, what would have been?
I don't blame her because.
No, what would have been great if Richard be like, you ain't got no goddamn cold. that's what he should have said. You better bring your ass over here. Survey says.
You want to win or not? No. That's wild. I do remember that though. I remember that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was nasty.
Wow.
Yeah, so Richard Dawson right there listening, fuck off. Dirty
Is he even still alive?
He's probably dead. But okay, Richard Dawson, if your soul's out there listening.
Oh, that's wow.
If your ghost is out there listening, fuck off. All right. Next,
oh my God.
Next up, we have Color Me Bad with I Adore Me More. It was #1 for 2 weeks.
I like that song.
I hate
it. They were good.
No.
Even though I didn't like the fact that it was, who was doing the lead and singing and mimicking us, but the song was good and I liked it.
No.
Color Me Bad they were a good group and it was a signature because it was, they were on the soundtrack of New Jack City. So it, I think it deserved it.
I hated that damn.
They captured the sound because whenever I hear them, I think of the movie.
Yeah, that's true. But I hated that song. It took away from the movie for me.
I adore me. That was the shit. Yeah, no,
it was a shit. It sounded like shit.
No,
the song was terrible.
Color Me Bad. I have to give it to him.
Okay.
I hate to give it to him, but
agree to disagree.
Being a visitor in our space of R&B and New Jack or whatever, because I say they were visitors because they were of a different persuasion.
They were definitely renters.
I would give it to them.
Yeah, they weren't buying; they were renting.
They were just visitors. Yeah. They're guests in our R&B circles, but I will give them that.
Yeah, they got evicted too. So
you evicted them.
All right, next up is Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch with Good Vibrations. Oh my God.
I didn't even like it when it came out. When it first came out and I saw him on Arsenio Hall, I didn't like it then. I was offended.
Yeah, me too. And he's a great actor, but he was a terrible rapper. So Marky Mark, right there listening, fuck off.
No, I didn't like it. Yeah. I was like, really?
Yeah, really.
Because I think we were already sick of Vanilla Ice at that point.
Yeah.
So to see Marky Mark, it was like, okay, now we're going to have another whole bum rush of this shit now?
Yeah. And it went to #1. It was a huge hit.
Mr. Calvin Klein model. Yeah.
Yeah, with his drawers on.
I get it, but I just wasn't. It was I think it was a good beat, but once I saw the visual, when he was on Arsenio, I remember that. I was like, no.
There was nothing good about this song. Nothing. It was awful.
Wasn't that the woman from CNC Factory singing in the background?
I believe it was.
Same woman, right?
Yeah. Her big ass.
She was gonna secure her bag. She said, "Shit, I'll sing on anything."
Yeah, as long as the check clear, I'm good. All right. Next up is Mariah Carey again with Emotions. It was #1 for 3 weeks, and once again, Mariah Carey, fuck off. Next.
Okay. Yeah. I wasn't crazy about Emotion.
Neither. All right, next up is Karen White with Romantic. And it was #1 for a week. Now, now Karen White, she looks like she smelled good.
I like Karen White, but I didn't like that song from her.
Screw the song. She looked like she smelled good. I love a woman. I love a woman that looks like she takes care of her business. You know
yeah, she, I don't know about. Well, you're seeing it from a different perspective, but I like Karen White. I liked pretty much all of her songs. I didn't really care for that one though.
Am I being a chauvinist?
But just for an overall version, because of all the songs that I know of her, I would go ahead and give it to her, but I wasn't crazy about that song though.
What's your favorite Karen White song? It can't stop. It don't stop. All night secret rendezvous. That's my favorite song.
Really?
Yeah, I like that song. I liked her voice. I just liked her voice a lot. Plus, like I said, she, Oh, by the way, am I a male chauvinist? Am I coming off like a chauvinist?
No.
Okay.
You sound like a guy that's giving it from a guy's perspective. What am I supposed to do? But no.
Yeah, not trying to offend anybody out there. So my listeners, if you're offended, don't be.
My feelings are hurt. I'm a feminist. What's your problem? No, I was kidding.
Don't cancel me. I know it's cancel culture. Don't cancel me just yet. Let me make some money doing this first, then you can cancel me.
They'll be like, how you get fired on your day off? But no, I think I didn't want to be cliche and say Superwoman, but I really do like Superwoman.
Superwoman was good. It was good.
And there's another one, but I can't think of the title. Oh. But Superwoman was like, I just liked the lyrics, and it was just, I just liked it.
I like.
I mean, even though it was a ballad, it was just a good storytelling and just
song. Yeah, it was uplifting.
That's what I like of her. So that's why. But the other song, I didn't really like that song. The one that you were singing, I didn't like it. I like
once again, her personal hygiene took her to the next level. So
you're doing top 100 songs plus hygiene.
Exactly. You can't stink and have #1 song. No. The two are not, mutually exclusive, but
Dude, the people that been up there, are you kidding me?
No.
Not now, but I'm just saying,
All I'm saying is Karen White looked like she smelled like roses, and I appreciate her for that. So Karen, if you're out there listening, thank you. All right. Next up, Prince.
Oh, well, that just propelled that, man. You don't even gotta say, just pick a song.
Cream. It was Cream.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
For 2 weeks.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It didn't matter. There was. I will not say that just because of you. There is not a song that I heard from Prince that I don't like. Even if it was a song from another artist, and I found out later he was the one that wrote it. Isn't that something?
Okay. You're gonna be in for a shock.
Huh?
You're gonna be in for a shock.
Okay, what?
I fucking hate this song. I can't stand.
Are you serious?
I cannot stand Cream.
It's a Candy song, but for me, Prince has done. Oh my God! It was such a simple song. Even you know how intricate his music arrangement and everything. Even though it sounds easy like Candy, it's not. I'm pretty sure if you peel back the layers on this song, it's a lot more intricate than people think. I think because of the wording for you don't like it. It's too simple.
Whoa. You act like you acting like you don't know who you're talking to. I am the foremost Prince expert alive today.
I know you are.
Okay, so
I know you are.
Go back and listen to my review. It's on my channel. Go back and listen to my review of this album. It was the Diamonds and Pearls album.
Yeah,
and you'll see why I said I don't like it. It was the Cliff Notes version of my review of Cream is that the album Diamonds and Pearls was his pandering album. He wanted to get back on top with the #1 album. So so this entire album was just filled with pandering songs, and that's what I did. Prince never made a bad song. It was impossible for him to make a bad song, but his intentions with this particular album, Diamonds and Pearls, were not up to his standards. He was just trying to get paid and get hits.
I understand what you're saying.
I didn't appreciate him doing that. I did.
I know you did. It's like him, instead of coming up with like a connoisseur drink, he gave you like a wine cooler.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it. I get that. But guess what? I like wine coolers. So
I like wine coolers too, but I want to get fucked up.
I understand you expected more from him. He knew what he was trying to do, but I still felt that there was some kind of, there was some things in there that I could get with, because I didn't like the entire Diamonds and Pearls album per se, but there were a lot of songs on there that I did like. There are some songs in here that I just cannot get with. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not even him. It's almost like listening to a bunch of like Johnny Coltrane. Like there's certain songs that I like, and then there's some that I'm just like, I get where you're coming from, but this one just doesn't gel with me. But I'm still gonna give it to you. And that's how I am with Prince. So, but for Cream, Get On Top, I thought that was the cutest little thing. I love that song. Give it to him. You better give it to him.
No.
Give it to him, Alonzo.
It did not deserve to be #1.
Give it to him. He does.
No, I love you, Prince. If you got to listen, Prince, I love you, but nah, bro.
Huh? What?
Nah, bro. You my man, 50 grand, but no.
Give it to him.
No.
I'm going to give it to you posthumously. He gets it.
Once again, listen to my review of Diamonds and Pearls, and then you can understand it. Okay. Next up is Michael Bolton. When a man loves a woman. So you already know how I feel about
I heard it. Not that I'm tainted, but I agreed with it, because all he did was just do covers of other people's music.
Yeah.
And I think the public writ large just liked it because it was a white man singing it instead of people who originally did it, who didn't get their props like they should have.
Yeah.
So no.
Yeah. How much money did Percy Sledge get off this song? Probably not as much as he got. So
no.
Yeah. Yeah,
unless he was throwing them some money under the table from what he was making. Okay, I'm gonna get this. You know, if I get this deal, I'm giving you this much of whatever royalty from. No, and I'm sure he wasn't. So no. Fuck him.
Yeah, so Michael Bolton.
Tired of y'all eating off of us. I'm real sick of that shit. Y'all love our shit, but you don't want to see us doing our own shit.
Exactly.
You just want to look at it, see us do it. Okay, get out of the way now. We're gonna do it now. No, give me my props.
So yeah, fuck off, Michael Bolton, if you're out there listening. Yeah. Fuck you and your mama.
Yep. All right. He was a parasite.
Yes, he was a leech. Next up is PM Dawn, Set Adrift on Memory Bliss.
Yes.
No. I hated this goddamn song. It did not deserve to be number one. Fuck.
Wait a minute. I'm just talking about the group. What song?
Set Adrift on Memory Bliss.
Oh hell yeah! I got that in rotation right now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No. I can't go.
Shout out to them because the big guy, he had diabetes. He just passed away not too long ago. But shout out to him. Yeah, that song is that. Yeah.
Yeah, Prince B. Yeah, he passed away. So rest in peace, Prince B.
Rest in peace to him. Yes.
So Prince
Set Adrift of Memory Bliss. Set Adrift of, oh my gosh. I listen to that to this day. Oh hell yeah.
No. And Prince B, I got one word for Prince B. Insulin.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, full disclosure.
That song is the shit. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Even though it's a remake, but they put the drum beats underneath it. They had the melodic voicing, with their rap or whatever. I thought it was good. Even though he didn't get along with Q-Tip. Q-Tip literally dotted his eye back in the day. I don't know if you know they were at odds with each other. Yeah. But Q-Tip caught him slipping in New York one day behind stage and literally
He snuck him? Did he sneak him?
He caught him slipping. Yep.
Oh, okay.
He had to tag him up because PM Dawn was talking shit about Q-Tip, about the Tribe Called Quest.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was a concert where they were all there,
mm-hmm.
and backstage they had to have a little misunderstanding and somebody had to dot somebody's eye. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But yeah, but the music, that song right there, yes, I think it deserved the number one spot.
I don't agree. Oh, and full disclosure, I am also diabetic, so if you're diabetic, you're out there listening, take your shots every day.
Oh yeah, please do.
Yeah,
please do, because I have a father, unfortunately, who passed away from complications with that because he was not doing it correctly. He thought he could eat whatever he wanted, and then he'd take the shots to try to erase whatever was going on, and that's not what you're supposed to do.
No.
So please let him be a cautionary tale.
Yep, I agree. All
right.
And I am managing mine.
No, we're not just making fun of people with insulin. I'm letting you know.
Yeah.
But yeah. So the PM Dawn, yes, set adrift of Memory Bliss. Yes.
No. Okay.
Oh my gosh! Are you kidding me?
No.
That is a robbery. Look, don't make me storm the Capitol.
Insurrection.
Yes, I need my freedom. I need my freedom. I need you to free PM Dawn. Are you kidding me?
Fuck them. All right.
Oh my gosh.
So next up, number one, the last number one song of 1991. Michael Jackson, Black or White. It was number one for 7 weeks, so it was the biggest hit of 1991. And I fucking hated this goddamn song.
I hated that song. I was going to say, I hated that song. When it came out, and when they had like they were imaging people's faces, and like, yeah. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I hated that shit. Oh, I hated that.
So we're in agreement then.
Yeah.
Okay, so
sorry, Michael.
So this is the last song on our list. So I'm gonna ask you straight up, since it's Michael Jackson, did he do it? Did he do it? Michael Jackson. What are your thoughts?
What do you mean? What about him? I don't understand.
Was he fucking them little boys, in your opinion?
No.
See, that's where you lost me. You
know what? This is the thing. This was a journey, though. This was a journey. When it first happened, when everything was first coming out and the trial and everything, because I was living in California when all this shit was going down. And I felt like he did at first. I'm being honest. I really felt like, uh-oh. And I thought it was truthful because of the little boy saying that he could identify his private part. So I was like, well, shit, it don't get no more, if the little boy can talk about what's going on. If you point to the right, left, straight, center, up, down, whatever, then you're in trouble because he shouldn't even know all that about.
He has a mole on his left ball. Come on. Yeah, I mean.
So I was like, oops. But then as time progressed and then people were saying how they, were admitted that they lied because they knew they could get money, then I was like, and it wasn't just one person. It was like several couples of people that were doing it.
Once again, you need check out my show. I did a show.
All right.
The show is Was Michael a Pedophile? So check it out on my channel. You'll get my thoughts. But my brief Cliff Notes version of my opinion on Michael is that, and I've said this more than once, and a lot of folks agree with me. I sound like Trump there, damn. People are saying I don't care how much money you have. You don't pay anybody millions and millions of dollars for something you didn't do. No. No, you do not do that. He paid tens of millions of dollars, to these victims. I don't care if you're Jeff Bezos, got all the money in the world, richest man on the planet. Where's Elon Musk? Anyway, I don't care. Yeah. I don't care if you're Jeff Bezos, a trillionaire. You're not going to give anybody $20 million for something you didn't do. You just ain't going to do it.
True. I'll tell you why that's not true. This is what made me kind of change.
No, it is true. Okay, I'm not rich. I'm not rich at all. I would give you 20 cents for something I didn't do.
But let me give you a for instance. And then you'll see what I'm talking about. It wasn't because of this instance, but this is one of the more recent and one of the more popular ones that you'll see what I'm talking about. When Chris Brown had that white chick in his house, and he had a party, and he threw everybody out, and then she cried that, she started yelling that he attacked her, he assaulted her, right? And so he was getting ready to pay out money to this chick. This is maybe about 2.5, 3 years ago. And I don't know if you remember when the helicopters were flying over his house and stuff.
I remember.
This is before I think he went to France or whatever. So anyway, he was getting ready to pay this chick off. He was going to give her money to shut her up because he had no way to prove that he didn't. But guess what fucked her up?
What?
He sent text messages. His lawyer subpoenaed her phone records. You could see her actually admitting that she was going to set him up. Because they went and dared to check that shit out, Chris Brown was going to literally give this woman money. My point is, how many times, hang on, and I don't like Chris Brown at all, so let's please not get this twisted, but how many times has that been the case when somebody actually has paid out the money just to shut them up because they know I'm not going to come up good in this thing. Even if I know I'm right, I know I didn't do it, but I don't need this shit looming over my head right now. I'm going to go ahead and pay this bitch or this asshole and shut him the fuck down and go on about my business. And that has been going on. I'm not discounting people that have been molested or been assaulted or whatever, because I am a victim of that. I can attest to that. And because I'll say this, and hopefully nobody will be able to look this up, but if you do, you'll be able to say this will be proof, and I'm not lying. But when I think I even told you this, Alonzo, when I was in San Antonio, I don't know, but in the 83, right when, I think just before Whitney Houston came out, there was a famous football player that
you told me. I remember. Yes, I remember.
Yeah. Yeah. And he got he was on television saying, oh, the family just wants money and they just want this. So I know what that is like when it really happened, and you got to be on the other side of it. So I see both sides of it. So that's why I'm putting myself out there. So people think like, oh, she just is cold-hearted bitch and she doesn't know what it's like. I know what it's like on that side, but I have seen the other side too. So I just wanted to put that out there.
I feel you on all that. Okay, but once again, I'm a firm believer where there's smoke, there's fire. Okay. Yeah. And I understand, you know, but what happened to Chris Brown has nothing to do with what happened with Mike. Okay. True. All right. There's this way too much common sense evidence. Okay. Too much common sense stuff that
I think it's many people trying to secure a bag. You don't know. You don't. When you see, I see things through such a cynical lens now. You have to understand when people are, not everybody, but when people are there's so much the diabolicalness, and I don't even know if that's a word.
All I know is this.
Diabolical to secure a bag. You'd be surprised what people will do.
All I know is
even Wade Robson, the choreographer, the little kid that he discovered in LA, because I used to take classes from Wade. How about that? But that's a whole nother story for another day. And he was an asshole then, and I dare him to come for me because he don't want me to start spilling about his ass and Britney and Justin Timberlake. But if you ever want to have that show, let me know. I dare him to call me. But anyway, I said to say this. He got mad. This is a little backstory, musical history. Wade got mad because the Jackson family was supposed to use him as the choreographer for MJ1 over here on the Strip for the Cirque show. For the Michael Jackson Cirque show, right? The Jackson family decided to use somebody else as the choreographer. Wade is hurting for money at this point because he ain't as hot as he used to be. Everybody figured out his MO. So now he decided that he was going to jump on this claim that Michael Jackson molested him when he was little. So now that it's been borne out that he lied, everybody knew that that's what was going on, because at the time when he was saying that Michael Jackson was doing things to him, Michael Jackson wasn't anywhere near him. And Wade at the time, which a lot of people don't know, was dating Michael Jackson's niece at the time. I think it was Jackie's daughter or Tito's. I'm not sure which one it was. Matter of fact, she's on YouTube right now. If you pick it up, and she'll tell you the story of what was going on and how it was impossible for him to even be around Michael Jackson at that time. So she was getting played by Wade with Britney Spears, who was supposed to be dating Justin Timberlake at the time. So Wade was supposed to be with Michael Jackson's niece, but he was busy fucking around with Britney Spears behind Justin Timberlake's back. And then Justin found out about it. And that's all the songs you hear him spilling tea in all of his music because he was pissed at both of them. And I used to be in classes where they were taking classes right next to me. Figure that out. It was really crazy going, a crazy time. And he was an asshole then. So I'm not saying because he's an asshole, that means he's not to be believed. But now he solidified my assholeness feeling about him because of what he tried to do in a dead man, digging up a dead black man's body so you can stake claims, you can try to secure the bag because you're mad at the Jackson family.
I would roll with you. I would roll with you on this, but it was more than one. Okay, like I said before, you know, if I'm gonna spend that kind of money, I'm gonna spend that money defending myself. I'm not gonna buy you off. Okay, millions and millions of dollars.
He did, but here's the thing. He did, and guess what happened? He actually cleared himself, but you can't bounce back from that. Michael Jackson did he not put up all that money all the time, going to court, looking all sickly, trying to get him in there? He did. He had to put money up.
He bought off a lot of people, tens of millions of dollars. Now,
how do you buy off people in the court?
What?
I mean, you saying he bought off people going into court?
No, he paid off his victims. He made several settlement payments.
He still had to go to court though.
So what?
He still went to court, did he not?
Yeah, but not for the civil. The police tried to prosecute him. There's a difference between civil and criminal. He paid off the civil suits because he knew he did it. Okay. Now, all I gotta say is this. You know, if Michael Jackson was instead of being Michael Jackson the singer, if it was Michael Jackson the ice cream salesman, I mean, they'd have thrown his ass in jail and everybody would believe it. But the fact that he can moonwalk, Okay, he can sing and he's famous. Everybody gives him the benefit of the fucking doubt. Okay, you don't have all these damn kids sleeping in your goddamn bed. Okay. Okay.
No, I agree. I know. I'm not saying that. No. I think it was strange.
Would you let? I always say this. I love Prince. I love Prince to death. Okay. And so if I happen to come across Prince and say, hey, let your kids spend the night with me, I don't care how much I love Prince, motherfucker, you out your goddamn mind.
Of course.
No.
Of course.
No. I mean, so like I say, there where there's smoke, there's fire. You know, I
agree. I felt that way at one point, and I really did, because I'm like, I believe those kids, and I'm not believing. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want people to think that I am discarding anybody that's ever gone through that. I want to make that disclaimer very clear, because I know what I went through. I know what I went through. But looking at this case and looking at different things and how it all unfolded and what's coming out, you know, what came out even after he died, it's just like, we got some real fickle people in this world that are willing to, they'll say anything, do anything to secure the bag. I really do believe that after what I have seen and what I have witnessed.
All I know is this.
But I know if it's my child, no, you ain't gonna spend the night over there.
Exactly.
I don't give a shit who's asking. Exactly. I don't give a damn who's asking. I'm telling you right now, my child has never, did she spend the night at anybody's house? No. She stayed really, really late. Like, she might have thought it was a sleepover, but I bet you my ass was over there at like 1 a.m. to pick her ass up. So exactly. She was there from like 6 at, maybe like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then she and her friend, with their mom's permission, wanted to finish watching a movie that they decided to watch really late. And as soon as that shit was over, I was already sitting in front of the house waiting for her to call. Go, okay, I'm coming right now.
All I know is this. When somebody shows you what they are, you need to believe them.
Yeah, I agree.
That shows you what they are. Then so the moment Mike is like, let your kids spend the night with me, he's showing you who he is. You need to believe him. Not, okay, you can moonwalk, my kid can stay with you. No. When someone shows you what they are, you need to believe them.
Well, yeah, I would never, like me and you, I mean, we would never let our kids just go off. We don't, like you said, we don't give a fuck who it is. I don't give a shit who you are. I don't care how rich you are. I don't care what kind of celebrity you are. My 12-year-old is not going to your house to spend the night anywhere. I don't give a fuck. No.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pimp my kid out.
But if those things did actually happen to those children, then yeah, exactly what you said. They pimped their kids out. It was worth it. Hopefully he touches them in some kind of way, because if he does, cha-ching, cha-ching. I'm like, really? Who does that?
Yeah, you need to take one for the family. No. No.
I mean, that is just crazy.
Yeah, mom and dad need a new house. We got to pay this light bill. We got to pay this electricity bill.
We gotta pay this light bill, you stupid.
All right. So on that note, that closes out 1991. And,
oh man.
So that's it. So
yeah, we didn't get to Around the Way Girl, LL Cool J, Summertime, Summertime. That was the shit.
Yeah, I don't know if those songs made #1 though, but
dang it, they should have, but I think it was in the 90s. I'm sure it was, but anyway.
Yeah,
I was in New York then.
It was in the 90s. So let's do this again. This is fun. I like it.
It's hilarious. I'll have to get my stuff on. I'll have some Grand Marnier next time.
And doing it face to face on top of that. So
yeah, this will be good.
Yeah, have some Night Train or some TJ Swan with you. So in a red cup.
I'm doing a red cup. I'm gonna make sure I'm not doing anything on Friday. So I'm just gonna block out that whole day so I can sleep in until like about 10 o'clock, and get up. But thank you for having me. This is fun.
Yes, it is. So for my listeners out there, make sure you subscribe. I appreciate my followers. I appreciate my listeners. So keep showing me love. Hit me up on Twitter at What Lonzo Thinks. You can email me whatlonzothinks@gmail.com. So I'll be back. My next show will be doing 1992, and there's tons of songs to talk about. So once again, Kelly Pryor out of Las Vegas. I appreciate you taking the time out to spend a couple of hours with me.
Thank you.
It's been quite pleasant. So.
Yes. And we haven't seen each other in how long? How many years? Oh my God.
30, at least 30 years. At least.
Buddy, this was a little baby reunion, but it's so good to see you. You look exactly the same too. And I'm not saying that for you to say something about, I'm like, oh my God, Alonzo. Oh my gosh. So no, it's good to see you.
So if I was walking down the street, you know, you would recognize me. Oh, I know.
I'm like, I know. Yes, you have to be. I'm like, there's no way you're gonna tell me it's not you. I don't forget faces.
I don't know this crazy lady. She's trying to get her light bill paid.
Right?
Kelly, once again, I appreciate you taking time out to spend it with me, and let's do it again real soon. I will be in contact with you. Thank you so much.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
All right. Take care.
Appreciate it. I appreciate it.
All righty.
All right. Take care.